Greetings, Captains, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I'm Admiral Tirak of the carrier USS Wasp, supported by the heavy battlecruiser USS MacArthur as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire, and we have neutralized the planet of 239, and now we will move to capture it. So without further ado, let us set out to begin the capturing. Unfortunately, mid-capturing, we got a very solid tip that enemy units were operating in this area and that we needed to immediately mobilize to kill them, thus taking the entirety of the squadron that was about to capture the planet, consisting of the USS Courageous, ISC ships. Really? Oh, okay. So I was going to make this whole, we found enemy ships in the air, but no. What's actually happened is the ISC have asked for assistance because they want to delay us taking this planet. They're hoping to figure out some way of stopping us from grabbing a very powerful outpost near their territory, and were delaying us by saying, hey, Federation, would you like a joint anti-piracy operation? And of course, the Federation, being incredibly short-sighted some of the times, was like, absolutely, we love joint anti-piracy operations, and thus they sent us, their main heavy hammer, to take that planet out on a random anti-piracy op in order to knock out a couple of, Klingon vessels. It may seem like a good idea, but it's a trap. A cunning and wily trap always sprung by the IS of the sea. So let's come in here and knock out this heavy cruiser with every single weapon that we ever dreamed that we had, and also increase the speed of time, because I want to get going. I want to take this planet. I want it to be mine. There shall be no surrender for Klingon pirates. Well, they're probably like a raiding force. The Klingons like doing that. They're that sort of people. They enjoy. I'm actually not going to deploy my fighters because I have enough support on this operation, and because I don't want to have to repair and rebuy them. Fire all weapons. Thank you. You're dead. Next target, please. As we're just going to soar through this formation, I'm going to actually pull the MacArthur out of formation. Go kill whoever you feel needs killing. MacArthur, I trust your judgment. I do not trust your judgment when you fire a whole bunch of missiles into a ship that has a ton of anti-missile defense systems, but I trust your judgment in other ways, which I assure you are believable. Mission complete. Yeah, we didn't need the fighters. When you're being supported by that much firepower, and, well, you have that much firepower, which, to be fair, we actually have less firepower than a heavy cruiser right now. The modern heavy cruiser has more than 6 phasers. I'm sorry, we just don't match them. 300 prestige is our reward. We took the tile, and now let's steal this, because I do not want it. Unfortunately, it's going to force on a planetary assault, which we hate, because nobody likes shipyard assaults. Planetary assaults are fun. Shipyard assaults, no. Red alert and increased speed. We're being escorted today by the GSCX, the USS C.S. Lewis. It has returned to us. It was a destroyer the last time we saw it, a destroyer in our employ, I guess. And we're fighting against a Regal Hark and RHK. No other targets currently on the scope just yet. I don't quite know why GSCs are out here. So early on, in the early era, the GSC is a really nice heavy cruiser, because it's equipped with 2 missile launchers, 2 photon... Well, I think it's just 2 at the early era. I think he gets this missile launcher later on. But it's a nice balance of a decent number of phasers, photon torpedoes. It basically runs sort of a lightish cruiser role, but it's on a heavy cruiser design, which gives it enough shield to actually be useful, which makes it early era a good heavy cruiser. By the time we have gotten around to the present, is not so much. So it is not what I would call dangerous, useful, and or at all helpful. So let's deploy our fighters, because they are both dangerous, useful, and for a third thing, completely helpful in their massive fighter swarm. He has immediately cloaked in a response. He realized that he was about to get in way over his head, but that's not going to save him. He does have an anti-plasma torpedo and a pair of Fs, which makes him dangerous. Let's increase speed. I'm going to pull you out of formation, go leap at him, do the battlecruiser thing. Also, you tend to be quite aggressive, and I like that, and you should do that. Well, we're going to turn off in this direction over here. Try not to get too close to him. Up, missiles. Engage. Photon torpedoes, if you don't mind. Proximity mode, thank you. We are firing into attack shift because I did not prep the electronic countermeasure system. However, gunnery still managed to get 3 good hits, so good on you, gunnery. We're actually going to go 360-degree reinforcement, because I am not going to turn to face him. Missiles heading in. He didn't shoot them down. He instead had to grab them, which is a very bad thing for him. He has opened fire with the first of his plasma torpedoes. He hasn't committed the R yet, though, and that's going to be important. Fighters, I'm pretty sure I said go kill. Did I not? Kill. Oh, no, I deployed them on defend me because I wanted them active and available for when I decided to go kill. More missiles. I anticipate him cloaking at any moment right now. He did just take a pretty solid hit, and our fighters are coming in. If you don't cloak now, you're going to be in trouble. No, he deployed a wild weasel. That is not the tactic that I would have taken. Fighters, kill him. They're waiting for the attack ship to go away, but fighters, kill him. Yeah. We do need to make sure that these fighters do not, turn back in before he dies, because otherwise I'm going to lose him. There we go. Alright, fighters, return to me. 1, 2, 3. Keep returning, keep returning. Some of you are, you're down to like minimal levels, and I want to get you back on board the ship. Actually, you may not be my fighters. Are you not my fighters? One of you is my fighter. You gotta be. Alright, the singleton now needs to come home. Get back on board the ship. Excellent. Okay, so we will be able to recover. Unfortunately, these are Romulan star docks. I'm 90% sure. Maybe we're lucky and they're Lyrans. Sound a probe. Let's cross our fingers. Hope that they're Lyran star docks. Hope that we're not going to be stuck on this forever. Make some time. No, they're Romulan. They are indeed Romulan. Gosh darn it, game. Why you do this to me? Why do you make me have to fight Romulan star docks? They're not fun. Nobody thinks they're fun. They are anti-fun. Let's get in here. Proximity photon torpedoes engaged. Set it back to normal. 3 good hits. I like that from Gunnery. Gunnery really stepping up their game lately. I think they feel a great deal of shame and sadness for the pain that they put us through in the past. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, no. Never mind. I thought that was the actual plasma torpedo because I wasn't actually looking at it. This is the actual plasma torpedo. Bounce. Oh, actually, slow down, speed down. Hi, I'm at 360 shield reinforcement, not straightforward shield reinforcement. So, I'm going to need you to do that. Thank you. Okay, all in select. Continue. Just get closer. And also, speed of time up. Thank you. We have 27 points of power in the forward shield right now. We should be able to utterly gut him. And stop. Fire. Hey, we opened him up. Unfortunately, the missiles didn't make it to him. Get closer. And now, we wait. Hey, decloaked. Yep, I have the ability to literally tank any amount of firepower that you can deal. Even while charging all weapons. I want to make that abundantly clear to you. Eventually he's going to get tired of this and he'll surrender. Eventually. The problem is he's not particularly smart. Also, how is your plasma F torpedo charging faster than my photon torpedoes? Just one. Bounce. We're good. Actually, that almost cut through the shield. I think. Looks like it. Keep firing the phasers. Just lay into him. Eventually he'll die. Eventually. Come on, a little bit more. I will rip open this shield like you wouldn't even believe. There we go. You're dead. On to this star dock, where we will now go system by system, just slowly taking them in a bit-by-bit transaction, which will eventually lead to the destruction of the enemy star docks, which we actually want to take attack because, we'd like to have the planet with as much capability as all possible. We are out of missiles, but that's not exactly surprising. We've been out here for not too long, but a little while, and we tend to go through our missiles kind of quickly. They're a commodity that we enjoy spending. And of course he cloaks, but that's going to give me time to just... Oh, he's decloaking. He's decloaking. Bounce. Hi. I can take whatever you've got to throw at me. Gatling phaser. Haha, you have no shield. That's the best thing about the Gatling phaser. It's like, suddenly, you don't get a shield. Yes, I am too close. I'm probably going to take some feedback damage, but I don't really care at this point. Because I have more than enough shields to be able to just tank it. You just gotta sit here and blast away. Also, you don't have any defense anymore, which is always wonderful. Gatling phaser, kill him. Gatling phaser. Oh, the Gatling phaser. I am gonna miss you so very much when I switch ships and we don't have a quad mount that's 360 degrees. Now, don't get me wrong, the Federation XCAs, they've got 2 twin mounts, but they only cover the stern arc. So what will end up happening is we will fly towards the enemy, we will unload our heavy photon torpedoes into them, it'll completely gut them, they'll stagger on through, we'll get in behind them, and they'll immediately at point-blank range unload with all the same amount of phaser firepower on their stern. It's incredibly effective, it's absolutely terrifying, and it's something that I'm looking forward to. But I'm still going to miss when we lose the quad mount that's 360 degrees. That's a beautiful weapon system. Whoever came up with that weapon system needs a raise. And I know Starfleet doesn't really go for raise. Well, they do, but they don't like to admit that they have an economy. But, yeah, that guy deserves a raise. It was a great, brilliant idea. I'm very happy about it. Could I get more systems like that? Give me... I will happily trade at least one of my Phaser 1 mounts for another quad Gatling Phaser mount. 450 prestige and a tile taken. It belongs to us, Romulans. Pop over here for... Oh, why? Everybody say goodbye to the MacArthur. Because at this point in the game, I 100% know the anomaly mission will crash. And suffered the loss of prestige. You have lost your most powerful ship. Apparently I didn't, but that's fine. I'm gonna pop over here. We're coming home. Hi, shipyard. I'm not doing an anomaly mission. I absolutely refuse to do it. Shipyard, I have 6,000 prestige, and you have something, right? You've got a BBV, but no. BCG, but no. Really more in the market of capital X heavy cruisers, which you don't have. How about an SCSX? You don't have that either. Shipyard, I'm really going to need you to dig deep and give me the stuff that I need, which is powerful ships that can utterly crack planets. Now granted, we haven't had too much trouble doing that so far, mainly because we've been relying on the Gorn, but if you don't start giving me something that I can work with here, we're going to have difficulties moving on. Because eventually the Gorn are not going to be able to help me, I assume. I mean, that could be wrong, but I assume that eventually the Gorn will not be able to help me. And when that happens, that's going to make life very difficult. So we're just quickly resetting, mainly because the fighters don't actually get in range to engage a planet properly, which is incredibly frustrating. The AI panics about planets, which I suppose I can't blame him too much, but I can blame him. Asteroid Assault, or a scouting mission. We'll take the scout. That was actually a discussion I was having in my head, because the asteroid base we can take without too much trouble. The problem I have with the scout is killing him before I get the information, because once I deploy my fighters, they're going to kill stuff. They're going to kill stuff dead. So it looks like we're only squaring off against a little bit of a pirate operation going on out here, so I'm going to quickly pop over here, prep the deep scan, increase the speed of time to maximum. I'm going to wait on prepping a Wild Weasel. I know that seems crazy and insane, but I don't want to prep a Wild Weasel if I don't have to. Do I have to, game? I do have to. Okay. I'm going to say you, pull out a formation, give me a Wild Weasel, just in case. We're going to let the MacArthur get on ahead, which it really should be doing, and I'm going to start investing some missiles. Do you have D-type plasma torpedoes? You don't. Okay, that works for me. I'm going to try to avoid deploying the fighters, because, one, the fighters will utterly gut him, and two, he has that kind of anti-missile defense system. Let's get the shield reinforcement going to maximum power. Reinforce all. That was not to my effect. Okay, we have all the info that we need. And hit him. Blitz him, just everything. Yeah, that was super clumsy. I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. And we did take a lot of damage for it, but it's all on the shields, so nobody really cares. Keep firing. Oh, of course. Of course. But I still have missiles. You have one heck of an efficient anti-missile defense system. I do give you props for this. You are, however, very much dead, and we did take a little bit of damage. But we're going to return home in the next jump, because we're right next to the target. I just did this to kind of secure this flank, make sure the ISC didn't get too close to where we were. 320 prestige for a little bit of a scouting and a killing mission. And this is our target. What's the Empire Defense on the neutral? 29? Asteroid Assault, because I am not doing a Shipyard Assault again. Shipyard Assaults are frustrating and annoying, and I don't like doing them. So we're gonna secure the neutral zone just a little bit. I saw at least 2 vessels out there. Prep that, as we will slowly chug on up to speed with the enemy. We need to get in here. We'll do electronic countermeasures. We'll do a little bit of a shield reinforcement. I saw K-series vessels. At least that's what I'm pretty sure I saw. I could be wrong. You know, that does happen on occasion. No ships as of yet, but they will be out there. What direction are we? Oh, no, they're Firehawks. Well, not Firehawks, but they're Hawk types. We're heading towards the left side of the map, and we are squaring off against a heavy cruiser, which the fleet screen is actually telling me is an FHE and an FHX. I have no idea what an FHX has, but we're about to find out as we send a probe his way. I don't think the... Well, no, FHE, you're an escort. You are a Firehawk escort, aren't you? I would bet. Well, not money, but maybe a bit of prestige. No, you don't, and you also don't, and you just have a lot of R-type plasma torpedoes, which, trust me, will be frustrating and difficult to deal with, but we can work with this. Another one of these, another one of these. Start pulling away from him, because this could prove to be very difficult, actually. We do not have the Gorn to soak up firepower, and if they get close to us, pain will ensue. So we would like to avoid that if at all possible. How am I doing on power? 17.5 points of energy in the forward shield right now, which is not bad at all. Am I targeting the front one? I am. Okay, missiles. Prepare the engagement. Long range fire going down. Basically, I'm waiting to see if he's got pseudo frigates. That's my main concern right now. If he does, we're going to string this out. We're going to kill the pseudo frigates, and then we'll go in for the heavy cruisers. If he doesn't, we'll kind of get in there and work the body a bit from long range. Let the missiles get on in there. Also, to double check to make sure they don't have a D-type plasma torpedo system, which they could. Proximity mode, running on the photon torpedoes, should get within range shortly. Not seeing... Oh, nope, there they are. Okay, he does have pseudo frigates. Fire, long range shots. Managed to hit one. Okay. Not the best shot you've ever done. Engage. How many of these were... Oh, wow, we're looking at a big stack right now. So, there's another one in here. I don't want to pull you out of formation, because if I do, you're going to get mobbed. Stay in formation. Stay at high speed. Speaking of high speed, go to high speed. Speaking of which, I don't want to do it, but I've got to. I have to. I absolutely must. Daddy's sacrificing you, and I'm sorry. Target. Missiles are not yet ready to go, but they will be shortly. And they're oh good, they're keeping spacing. If he had turned in, that would make me more worried about it, but they turned out, which is astonishing, actually. Pull away, pull away, pull away. We need to keep range. Shoot your weapons! Don't overfly your bloody targets. I deployed you in attack mode for a gosh darn reason. Line up and kill, because you will kill. Seriously, though, what the hell are you guys doing? You were ordered on a strike. Strike, gosh darn it. Thank you. Show me those pseudo frigates. Did you seriously ignore my orders to kill some pseudo frigates? I am livid with you guys. You may have just cost an entire squadron. I am actually kind of certain that's going to happen. We need to stop him in his tracks, get the super buyer off our tail for a little while, as we focus down him. Where are my gosh darn squadrons? Wanted to use other words, didn't use other words, because we're trying to keep it a little bit friendly. Not that it matters, I mean, we don't get advertisers or anything since YouTube changed their policy. Not that we ever made much when we did have advertisers. I think I made like $1. It was hilarious. So we're going to focus on the Cygnus. Please tell me, yes, that caused exactly what I wanted from the super buyer. He stopped, he dropped, he rolled, which will allow us to drop on top of him and hit him with hopefully all the weapons fire. I would fire missiles, of course I can't right now. Really? What the hell? Do I need to get in there and save your ass, MacArthur? Because if you just died, I'm going to be furious. There's no reason for you to die. We are there we go. You survived? Fighter squadrons, how you doing? Okay. Pull the fighter squadrons back. We need them to rearm repair. And yeah, I know it's going to suck because it's going to take you a long time to reset. But you desperately are needed to come home. Because some of you are singletons right now. Flying past that. We've cleared the debris. Engage the missiles as soon as they cycle. We need to give the MacArthur some time. MacArthur, I'm dropping you out of formation since I can't seem to trust you with actually doing things. Come on, photon torpedoes. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Give me the shot. Give me the shot on that forward shield. Yes! Forward shield should be down. Wait for it. That's not what we wanted to wait for. Hey guys, when I give you an order, you follow the order. You know what happens when you don't follow the order? You turn into the MacArthur. Oh my god, I'm going to lose another fighter squadron because this dumbass won't get it back in the bay. You. Orders are... return. We lost a battlecruiser. I'm not happy. For a couple of reasons. One, I like battlecruisers a lot. The BCG, the Kural class, is my favorite battlecruiser, and I really like the motion picture design that they have going for it.
We'll cover you.
Will you at least come back into formation so I can try and drag you back in? Because what you're doing right now is incredibly frustrating. We don't see the enemy yet, but we do need to get you back before we do see the enemy, because otherwise you're gonna die. Buried alive. Come on, come on. If you fly through my model, I can just click this and you'll instantly return. Haha! Like that. Increase the speed time. So now we're fighting an asteroid base on our own, because the MacArthur blew up by being an idiot, which I suppose is somewhat fitting, but still frustrating. Target. Proximity 500 torpedoes. We are not within range just about yet. How am I doing on, like, counter defenses? Yeah, we are charging a whole bunch of counter defenses, and we do have all sorts of stuff going for us. We have 9 points of energy in that forward shield, and I think I'm going to leave it at that. I could just stay at range and shell the crap out of him. I think what I'm instead going to do is sort of get on top of him and send fighters into him. Because now, at least, hopefully the fighters will be at full strength and they won't die. We are going to get somewhat closer to him before we deploy them. 2. Okay, that's 50% when normally it should have been a 33, so I'm good with that. I'm trying, guys, to be... I'm talking about fighter squadrons, or my gunnery team. I'm trying to be a little bit more understanding of your circumstances. However, I do need you to note that this is not the next generation. You haven't been standing all day. So I do expect this kind of accuracy out of you, because you should be able to do that. Speed of time and slow down the speed of the ship, which is ironic, because we're about to tank a whole bunch of damage here. We can't really afford to get too close, otherwise he will gut us. Keep the missile fire going, because they're about to get right on top of him, and it's gonna... It's a beautiful thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Slow down the speed of time. See? I want you to note that when we had a King Condor super battleship, we were incapable of destroying an asteroid starbase in one pass. Yep. Empire Defense 24. USS Wasp all on her lonesome. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Unfortunately, the MacArthur is no more, stricken down by a captain who clearly didn't quite understand how to keep distance from the enemy. We'll be frustrated about that later. Anyway, I've been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I upload one of these videos, press the little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.